Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. So it's still Monday. It's now the afternoon, dinner time, I guess. And I just went grocery shopping, and it all kind of hit me when I was inside. And you've all obviously been grocery shopping and lately, and if you haven't as of late, it's crazy. And it came to me in there that this setup is designed to drive you crazy. It is designed to get your blood pressure elevated, and really, as it is, grocery shopping at the best of times is, not necessarily the greatest of times, depending if you've brought children to the store and they want every sugar cereal known to man, or just, we've all been to Costco as well too, where it's so busy in there that people are banging into each other with carts. But when I was in there today, I was picking up on people's, what they were putting out in the store, and it was just, nobody was happy, you guys. It just, and you could feel it. It was so thick in the room, you could almost taste it. That's how intense of a feeling that was going on there. And you know what? It just really kind of put in perspective this whole thing. Not that I didn't, think about this already, or that you haven't thought about it. I'm probably going to say what I'm going to say here, and you're going to be like, yeah, that's the point of it. But we go through these waves where, like, it kind of just hits you, and it just hit me today that the purpose of all of this is to just keep us on edge, you guys, and that fear of just making it so that you cannot be happy. What not greater place for our enemy to keep us than in that space where we're just agitated and not happy. And I try my best. I really do, as I know you guys do too. I try my best to be as happy and as polite and to be the best possible ambassador that I can be for our Father. And I'm weak sometimes, you guys, and please forgive me, Father, for my weakness. You get in these situations just like I experienced inside the store, and you're picking up on the fact that everybody's agitated and everybody's upset. They've been locked in their house now for 6 weeks or whatever the time frame is. A lot of them are hurting financially, so they're a little on the stress side, trying to figure out what they can afford to buy to eat. And you're picking up on all these emotions while you're in there, and it all kind of really hit me. And we've got these aisles where it's, you're down, you can only go down one way and then down one way the other way, down the other aisle. And so really, basically, what I'm picking up on that, while you're sitting there and you're looking at food, you really almost have to go in there with a battle plan, because if you don't, you've got a lineup behind you. You can feel all the eyes that are on you. And then when you take a quick glance back, you can definitely notice and feel the agitation. So I just thought it was quite interesting that and again, it's not something that's new, you guys. You guys are probably watching this video going, yeah, that's exactly what's going on. But I don't know what it is. It never really kind of hit me until today. And then it just kind of made me I started thinking about just all of it. And it really, truly made me understand about how this whole thing is intentionally trying to put us in a state of spirit where we're not as easy to use the Father and things that are good. So I just wanted to say, fight against that, you guys. And it's not easy. I just went through it, and I could feel the enemy and the spirit of agitation trying to work through me and trying to get me to feel and think a certain way about the situation. the thought did cross my mind how ridiculous it was, and all I wanted to do was get out of there. And you know what? It's one of those feelings that you normally don't have until you go inside of one of those situations. So I just thought it was quite interesting that, you know, I believe that this is the plan. Keep us as agitated and fearful as possible. So for whatever kind of solution that they're going to present us, which we all know what that's going to be, starts with a V. We'll just be like, yes, okay, roll up my sleeve, come on, just give me 2. We all know that's by the time it's all said and done, if you don't have any kind of faith, or you're thinking that what's about to happen is going to be even a bad thing, you're not even going to care, because you're just going to be so exhausted, so worn down, that you're just going to say, you know what, please give me whatever you have so this can all go back to normal. But the joke's on us though, you guys, because it isn't going to go back to normal. I know everybody's got in the back of their mind, you know, you start seeing things are starting to, you know, let up a little bit. I know my province of Saskatchewan, where you're allowed to go out in the boat and you're allowed to go fishing here. Fishing starts tomorrow. And I enjoy doing that with my father-in-law. It's a good time for him and I to go out and bond. And yeah, so they're starting to ease up on certain things. And, you know, we're a cough or a sneeze away from it all falling apart. And I don't mean to say this with any kind of fear, you guys. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just, you have to be thoughtful of the plan and where it's going and how it's going to get there. Because when it happens, you're not caught off guard, and you're not in shock, or you're not in fear, or you're not in a state where you don't know what to do next. Now, when you have discernment and you can have an idea of, and again, there is a ridiculous amount of scenarios where this could go. But if you've at least thought of all of those scenarios at least once, when they happen, you're not going to be like, whoa. Or even if you are caught off guard, you're so ready for whatever it is and thought of any kind of idea that they could throw at you, that when it happens, the Father will have his hands over us and walk us through it. So anyways, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I just kind of wanted to get it out because it just kind of hit me, and just how you can feel it. That's the thing. It's not just about reading their faces or their body language. You put that all together, and then you're picking up on that negative spirit that's dwelling in them as they're trying to go through the store just to buy basic necessities so that they can eat and feed their families. And now we've put ourselves, now we've been put in a situation where these things are now more difficult than they were in the past. So either way, you guys, I pray you have a blessed night. Don't let these things get to you. It's easier said than done, I know that. But I think what matters the most too is how fast you snap back out of it, you guys. I know sometimes I can be put in a situation where I'm not feeling the greatest, and depending on the severity of the situation, it depends on the amount of time that I can snap out of it. But those are definitely tests given to you by the Father to see how quick you can snap out of it. And it's just a matter of you praying on it and understanding that, you know what, He only can give you what you can handle. So I hope you have a blessed night. Father willing, I'll do another one, and I love you dearly. Take care.